Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Katie. We are back with more Planet Coaster, and if you guys have noticed, my schedule did change. I still need to get that update video out there for you all. It's been a busy few weeks, and oh man, it's been a hot minute since I played some Planet Coaster, so I'm glad to be back. Now, for those of you who either aren't aware, or maybe just you haven't seen the news, a lot of California right now, at least at my time of recording, is on fire. It's pretty awful. And there's not a whole lot anybody can do. It's a challenge to contain it, but everybody is doing what they can out there, and I appreciate it as somebody who moved from there. I have not made it a secret. I am from the Sonoma County area, at least originally. I've been in Arizona for 10 years, but that's where my family is. My grandparents still live out there, and obviously we care about them quite a bit, so we've been keeping an eye on the situation, and it's been really stressful. If you've paid attention to my Twitter, you'll note that I mention the city Rohnert Park a lot. That is the city where I moved from. That's the city where my grandparents still are. It's a beautiful little place. It's about 40,000 people who live there. It also houses the Sonoma State University, which is a huge college. Well, university. Because there is a difference. It's a really cool place. And I wish there was something I could do, but I'm probably 1,000 miles away. And unfortunately there is nothing I can do. But it's been pretty awful, and people don't seem to actually be aware of what that area consists of. I see a lot of misconceptions about the people, and that's part of what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video. Obviously, being from there, I know a lot about the area. One of the main things to note about Sonoma County and Santa Rosa, it's not exactly rich people. While some of these families might be relatively well off, it's a lot of working class people. There is a neighborhood that I used to visit quite a bit because I had friends there, and in this neighborhood, God, I can't even tell you how many people I knew. But back when I did live there, I just hit a button. Give me one sec. I hit a thing. Back when I lived there, it was only working class. That's all that was there. Nobody was really well off. These were families with 1 and 2 incomes each. Kids, mortgages, regular families. And a lot of people don't realize that that's the situation. These are the people who are losing their homes. These are the people whose works are gone. Everywhere that they've known is gone. And that's something I can relate to being from there. I understand that that's what's being lost because it hasn't changed very much in the past 10 years. In addition to that neighborhood, which is Coffee Park, I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. Coffee with a Y, not 2 E's, just an EY. In addition to that, they lost probably the only richest city neighborhood that I can think of, called Fountain Grove. Tons of homes out there too. If you've heard of it, the Kenwood and Glen Ellen areas, which are where a lot of wineries are, they've been hit. Pardon me, it's dry out here, so my throat's been suffering. And a lot of wineries right now are facing the very unfortunate reality that they're not going to come back. It's going to be a long time before they're able to come back. And things will never be the same. It's tragic. Tons of places are gone. I mean, there's even Oakmont, which is like a 55-plus community. It houses thousands. And Rincon Valley, which is another place, large suburb of middle-class families. It's just, it's awful. And if you guys can hear in the background, my dog has decided that she wanted to join the conversation. I can hear her. But anyway, these are really nice places with lots of nice people. And I don't understand why everyone's attacking them. I get it. California is full of people that not everybody can appreciate. There's a lot of conflicting political beliefs between the areas. But at the end of the day, these are families and businesses who are losing everything. I mean, most of these wineries are family-owned and operated. There's one, it's often referred to as Gunbun, if you look it up. They're the longest family-run winery in California, and there's something like the second oldest winery in all of California. It's tragic. They're facing a lot of trouble. They've lost their family home. They're the parents of the guy who operates it. They're no longer living there. It's horrible. But again, these are families that are losing these things. It's not just huge corporations who are losing. And I don't understand how everyone can be so ignorant to that when it's right in our faces. We've been saying this for years, that this is what exists in the valley. It's awful. I mean, I feel for the businesses too, because this is going to be expensive to rebuild, and it's going to take, realistically, so many years, at least a decade, I would say, to get to a position where everything is okay again, where they're not experiencing as much trouble. But God, I can only imagine what it must be like for the families. I only know how it is from the perspective of somebody who has family members there, and I have to keep an eye out on all of this news because they keep losing cell service around there, and internet connections are getting spotty. It's a nightmare. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. You know, whether it's your family or you or your neighbors, you don't want this. I don't really think many states could handle something as awful as, God, it's over a dozen wildfires. I don't think many states could handle that, and Arizona has to face the unfortunate reality that this could be us too. You know, if we can't contain this, my state will suddenly be impacted. Nobody said it won't cross the border, you know? But it's pretty scary right now. And my heart goes out to everybody who's out there, because I can't imagine handling this myself the way that so many people there have been incredibly brave to handle. And I'm sorry about all the throat clearing. It is so dry here, I didn't want to record, but I realized I had to get these videos up. So I'm just gonna sit in my water. And no, wine country does not mean rich. It's a shitload of middle-class people. And, I cannot fathom how long it's gonna take to rebuild. But hey, speaking of building, I'm building. As lame as that segue was. Such an awful segue. And I totally forgot to start my timer, so I don't actually know how long this video has been. I know we've gone from June 8th to July 1st, but whoops, I've only done like 2 things. So we're just gonna keep going till it feels about right. Not a damn clue how long I've been going. Yeah, I don't think I hit the start. Let's check my phone where I have my timer. Oh look, not started. Whoopsie. What should we plant? But yeah, I digress. The fires are awful. And my throat clearing is probably obnoxious. See if we can line this guy up. Stop stealing stuff, you guys. Theft is mean. I can't remember where. Oh, never mind. I found it. What did I have to search? The lamp? There it is. I totally forgot to light up like half of this area the last time we played. The music's pretty cute though. I will go on that. Just put a bunch of lights everywhere. Light it up, up, up. No? Okay, I'll go home. I make those kind of jokes way too often. But yes, I don't want to talk about sad stuff, you guys. I've been dealing with way too much stress over the past few weeks. Just, my family, in fact my grandparents who are currently in Northern California, they've decided to visit us for a month. An entire month. And I love them so dearly. I love them to bits and pieces, you know. But a month is such a long time, you guys. Like, oh my god. I don't know how we're gonna entertain them for a month. I don't know how I'm gonna get everything done for a month. Yeah. I've already planned and decided that I need to pre-record a lot. So I've got these huge recording sessions and I need to get through like January 9th. It's, oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit, I swear. I don't know how I'm gonna pre-record enough. But not everything will be pre-recorded. I have the Overwatch free weekend from this past September. I don't know when you're watching this. You might not even have this be valid to you. But I have the free weekend from September going up for 15 weeks, because I have 15 episodes, one a week, blah blah blah, math. And it works out to like the week that they're leaving or something. It's great. I don't have my stuff with me, but it's pretty cool. Actually, I lied, I do have my stuff with me. I just leaned over and looked. I wrote it down. It goes through January 9th. The week they leave. Or at least one of the weeks they could be leaving. Because it's not fully planned out yet. I'm excited to see them. It's been a while since they've visited us, and the last time I saw my grandparents, it wasn't on the greatest terms. We went to Florida last year for my great-grandfather's funeral. We took him to Virginia. Well, we didn't personally take him. The hospital, I believe, had him transported. But we buried him somewhere in Richmond, Virginia, next to his first wife, which was my great-grandmother. She passed when I was 6 months old. You know, the last time I saw my grandparents, we were dealing with his estate and trying to clean up his house a little bit. They go down there and they do some work on it now and again. But, oh man, it'll be nice to see them for something that's happier. Because, you know, sad stuff, you don't need sad stuff to be the last time you remember seeing someone. And I love my grandparents. I always want them to be happy, so it'll be really good to not have that stress. What in the hell? Oh. This is so weird. Okay, just playing with animatronics. Oh, hell nah. Oh, this is creepy. No. Wow, this park is coming along pretty well. So, I don't know how long I've been recording. This could be a super long episode. I'm not totally sure. I know I've been going at least 6 minutes since I realized. But, I should warn you, we are only going through episode 20 on this park. I know it's not very big, but after episode 20, I'm going to bring you some new content, a few different games. I might return to this park since it's not very large. Looks like I have all this area I've only done like right here. But episode 20, that'll be the last one. If you see a 21, obviously it will have been a little bit of time. I could be returning to this in mid-late January. I haven't totally decided yet. I've only planned a small portion of what I'd like to do. So yeah, stick around, guys. It's gonna get pretty cool as the holidays come. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.